We'll see how this goes. Let's see if we can pull off a third victory.
All right, good luck.
I hope I don't get blanked. This is gonna be fun.
I mean, yeah, three serious thought out games back to back is exhausting for anyone.
Yeah, I'm gonna be pretty exhausted after this, I think.
Yeah, because the only time I really do what you guys are doing is in tournaments when we have to play like 4 games in the same day.
Mm-hmm.
That will kill your brain.
Yeah.
Okay, so sorry, go ahead.
Basically what you're doing, but imagine like 90 minutes per side or 30 minutes per side or 45 minutes per side.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then you do it one more time after this one.
So I was going to say, I mean, I've been sort of exploring the Twitch Go community, trying to, follow other streamers and stuff like that. And I'm amazed that the Loving Son, he streams for like 9-10 hours at a time and he's playing Go the whole time. Like, I don't understand. Yeah. And he's like, I think he's like around your level, Colossi. I think he's like a 1 Don or a 1 Q on OGS. And then I don't know what the other servers are called, but he's like 4 Don or 5 Don on there. But like, how can you be playing at that level for like 9 hours straight? It's just beyond me.
We have very strong instincts. I did it as well. At the beginning of this year, or was it? No, that was like the end of last year. I forget. I was preparing for a tournament, and my friend and I made a 200 game challenge, and we had to play 200 games in like 2 months or less than 2 months. I forget the exact time length, but it was I kind of got like popular for my 200 game challenge because I was playing like 7 to 10 games a day, and that was pretty exhausting. But the idea was I was training my shapes and patterns more than I was training my super deep reading. So the game I played like 10-minute, 15-minute games, kind of like you guys are. But for me, that's not nearly as exhausting because I have a lot of instincts that I can just rely on. And I've also trained myself for 45-minute games and stuff. So
what's the longest game you've played?
The longest time settings I think it was 2 hours per side. So the longest game is a little over 3 hours at Go Congress.
Mm-hmm.
Are the longest games that I've played.
That's a long time.
Yes, and losing those suck so bad.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
Yo, Classy, guess what the longest chess game I've played is?
45 minutes.
7 hours.
Dadgum, seriously?
That's my guess.
It's around 7 hours.
How?
Tournament games just last forever.
Yeah, they're super long and exhausting.
What are your time settings?
It's like 2 hours for the first 40 moves, and then there's like a delay or an increment also where you get some free time per move, and then after 2 hours you get like sudden death, which is an extra hour added to your time.
What?
Not exactly sudden.
Yeah, sudden death. You have 2 more hours to go.
Oh yeah, it's insane.
That is, wow.
Yeah.
I don't even think I would care after 7 hours. I'm like, I'm just done. Just finish the blasted game.
Oh yeah, I have, and I've lost games at that, like after 7 hours, and I'm just like, holy shit. And then I have to just like start from the beginning. I just have to somehow get myself back in shape and like not get too down on myself and get ready for the next game.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. Especially those games, because you're usually the last game ending in the round. So you have all the people watching you too. Oh my god.
I can deal with people watching me. I have trouble letting my friends watch me, and then I lose with a Self-Atari or something. Because I'm like, they're not gonna let me live that down. Oh, this is gonna suck. I think some of the highest pressure games, like outside of a tournament, were me trying to perform when my friends were expecting me to perform. Because I've been like I was the strongest Go player at Go Club for a long time, and then there's a couple games like when I came back from Korea, there was a lot of pressure for me to show that I actually did get stronger, and then I immediately lost that game because of the psychological pressure, I guess. And they initially didn't say anything, but later they had let me know that they thought I didn't really gain any strength, and I was in Korea for 5 months. And then after that weekend,
that was a misclick.
Undo requested. Undo granted.
Thanks.
After that initial loss, though, and after we got over that, for the next several weeks, I started to destroy them. And like, yeah, we saw you were nervous the first week, and we saw your game. We're like, oh, I guess he didn't get that much stronger. And then the next few weeks, yeah, you got stronger. Okay, you were just nervous that first week. I was like, yeah, because everyone just had such high expectations for me for coming back for Korea. It was just too much, and I underperformed.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, 7 hours. I can't imagine. I mean, I think I know the feeling, or at least the generic feeling of losing a game after putting in hours of effort. It's just
Yeah.
And then like especially like in Go, I can count the exact score in Go, and it's probably like after like several hours in chess, and you know exactly how to win, and then you miss one like very, very simple move.
It's the
and
worst.
Then you just lose. It's like I don't want to talk to anyone for the rest of the day. This just sucks, and you just tilt so hard after that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's an awful feeling.
Yeah. So there's this game. Actually, I didn't get too upset by this game, but this was in 2011. I was playing in Philadelphia, and I was leading the tournament. It was round 8. I think I had 6.5 out of 7 points. I was half a point ahead of second place. I lost this game, and it ended up costing me about $15,000.
Oh my god!
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Holy shit!
I would be so ticked.
Yeah, I was.
Oh man, I might throw up. I don't if I lost $15,000 because of something stupid.
Yeah, and it was bad.
Oh
man,
man.
Honestly, I didn't realize that like non-super GM tournaments paid that much. That's crazy.
That's why I was saying, now that you don't have a chess rating, so like just get it, like play in a local tournament, start with a somewhat low rating, and then go play in the big money tournaments, and you're gonna make a killing.
Damn, I had no idea about that.
Man.
No.
Maybe I should just get a chess to fund my Go hobby. Or something stupid like that.
Maybe.
If it makes you feel better, in 2014, the year I was in Korea, for the women's title, it's like a best of something series. One of the female top players in the country played a self Atari and cost herself probably like $250,000.
Oh,
wow. Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah, so it's been worse for people than we've ever experienced.
Mm-hmm.
But oh man, and she made the news too, so everyone knew about it because it was a title match, and so everyone knew about the game. And it's like, oh, I would be so sick.
yeah.
I would just be so sick. Now, with that being said, she still made a good chunk of money for getting second, for being the challenger and runner-up. But to lose like something upwards of $250,000 from a self Atari, oh man.
Yeah, that's gonna haunt her for the rest of her life.
Funny enough, there's a YouTube video that almost every Go player that's been around long enough knows of a pro that famously self Atari'd on a video. It was a Japanese professional that self Atari'd in a pro match, and the YouTube video went viral, and everyone, like not everyone, a lot of people have brought him that Kifu, which is a game record, and asked for his signature, and he hates it so much.
That's such a troll.
And everyone keeps asking for his autograph or whatever. And I heard a story that someone went to ask for his autograph on a game, and he's like, looked at the game. He's like, "Oh, it's not that one. Oh, I'm happy to autograph this one. Yeah, just as long as it's not the Self Atari one." And he was so happy that he could autograph a game that wasn't his Self Atari game. And that was a story that I heard. But this guy's like very famous for a Self Atari game, and I think he just really hates the fact that he is.
I don't blame him. I do not blame him. Okay.
So your guys' game is looking more and more like upper level games. It's still like the shapes aren't perfect, but the movement is very nice. I'm now, after today, I'm very interested to see how you guys play against other people your level.
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
Using these new tactics.
Bouncing, this is a best out of 3, but I won the first 2, so I'm looking good to win the best out of 3.
So now we're just seeing if Aakaash can come up with a victory at the last second. Pull a Lee Sedol.
Yeah.
I think the only way that you would manage to lose the CL is if we found out you were using Alpha.
Yeah, I've got Alpha Zero going on my phone.
I think that's a grounds for dismissal.
I'm pretty sure I would know if you're doing Alpha.
Yeah.
If you're using an AI, like your game would get really good really fast, and I'm like, suspicious. Now going to talk about the ladder game where the pros had ladders run into each other. Do you guys know what the ladder shape is?
Yeah.
So they had a ladder like in the bottom left corner and the top right corner, and the ladders ran into each other, and they kept going back and forth playing with the ladders, and it's really stupid to look at. Like a ladder that runs into another ladder, which ladder works? It's like, what?
I mean, they can't both play out at the same time, right? I don't understand how that would even work.
We're playing at the same time.
I don't understand how that could happen.
Each one threatened the other one. I think I don't remember it exactly. It was a pretty mind-blowing like board position.
That sounds really cool.
Oh, the misread ladder would move 50-ish or so. I mean, there's also that one, but it's not as famous, right? How strong would an AI be if it's AlphaGo every 5th move or random every other moves or something? Not as strong as you would think. Imagine me and CL Smith playing Ringo. Would you think that we're Dawn level? Not quite. It would kind of... It's not as strong as you would your first impression would lead you to believe. Because half the moves would be like double-digit Q moves, which can affect the game very severely. So, yeah, just imagine like a Ringo and... like every 5th move, I would say every other move. Just imagine a Ringo or Pergo, and you'd be surprised how little that would affect. Yeah. Now it would definitely improve your game because half of your moves would be significantly better, but it wouldn't be like pro level or anything like crazy like that.
Marinda, I feel like that's true of most games. Because if you think about it from like a game theory point of view, if I make the best move on the board, then my percent chance of winning should stay the same. Like the only time that there's a difference is if someone makes a bad move.
Yeah.
Man, I can't read all this.
Very interesting game.
All right, this feels like is what I should play. I'm not going to waste time reading it when I'm not going to read the correct answer anyway.
That's a terrible approach to the game. Where did you read that in the Colosseum approach? Well, let me just take that out of there.
Yeah.
Is that what you read in this paragraph here at the very bottom of the document?
Like my internet just died, and then I walked into, like, I'm not good enough to read it properly. I love how fuzzy like the spatial thinking is in this game, because I've always thought of myself as a very spatial thinker, and it's just so fun to get to apply it. Does that make sense when I say it's fuzzy?
Kind of. I can't explain it in words, but it kind of makes sense to me, I guess.
Yeah.
Sort
Miranda
of
says, "Cut first, read never." So,
is it a two-don? I mean, that's the other way to dawn. It's just you're gonna have a huge barrier when you get there. It's not the way I recommend getting there. There's like two ways to dawn. One is the basics that I teach, and the other is like being extremely good at fighting. But to get to high dawn, you have to learn both styles. And learning like holding your aggression back is so much harder than adding aggression. So, in my opinion, basics is better, and that's why I teach it. But I'm also biased. But I'm like, if you want to try the aggression, you can. I just think you're going to hit a huge barrier when you get up there.
What do you mean by holding back your aggression, Classy?
So you know how you keep playing, like you play behind enemy lines?
Yeah.
Imagine doing that like 3 or 4 times as many moves that you do. Like imagine half your moves being like sort of invadey and attacky. It's very high risk, high reward. But imagine like your reading was better than CL Smith's, and you just started winning.
Right.
You can imagine like you play like O3 followed by G3 followed by K3, and you can just outread him and outfight and destroy that whole area for free. I mean, that sounds pretty fun and engaging, but at some point your opponents are going to know how to respond to those moves, and you're going to have to balance timing with basics and aggression. Balance your aggression timing with basics instead of just being aggressive and invading immediately. You have to think, I need to get some points first and then invade, or I need to support this invasion with thickness. And it's a lot harder to back off the invasions than it is to just add them at a good enough timing, if that makes sense. That's my opinion on that anyway.
Yeah, that makes sense. The early chess players, like in the not early, but when chess was really developing as a game in the 1800s, that was considered the romantic era of chess, because everyone was just kind of attacking, like very swashbuckling play. It was kind of like what you were describing in terms of the ways that you can develop, but over time, the style of chess changed, at least at the professional level, where people started learning how to properly defend, and that romantic style has kind of died down. It still exists to a certain extent, but yeah, it's harder to pull off. Like even now, like someone at my level, like if a grandmaster is a little too reckless in the way that they attack, I might be able to defend if like they sacrifice material, and I might be able to win. So you have to be a lot more careful.
Yeah. It's similar in Go. It's just so easy to sacrifice things.
Yeah.
The AI is annoying as crap though, because the AI loves to play an invasion and then immediately sacrifice it for forcing moves. And you're like, oh my gosh. So do I kill the invasion? Do I not kill it? What the fudge? Yeah, it's a very interesting tactic that I haven't learned yet.
Do you practice against the AI frequently?
Not frequently, no. Mostly what I'm doing right now is I'm doing 100 Go problems a day right now.
Wow.
To learn basically all the basic life and death shapes to where I can solve them almost instantly and not miss them, basically.
So like your fundamentals.
Yeah, I'm pretty much trying to master all of my fundamentals at the moment. Like I already have all the basics, but my reading has always been my weakest point. So I'm trying to like do 100 Go problems a day. Like on that website, that 101 Wei Chi, the current idea is to try to do every problem on that site. Until I learn like every basic pattern.
Cool.
100
cool.
of which level? 100 of all the levels. It goes so I do it from 14Q all the way up to like Dawn level. I'm just memorizing because I'm not doing it for the purpose of improving my reading. I'm doing it for the purpose of memorizing every basic shape because I can already read to an extent. So I'm wanting to be able to recognize patterns, life and death patterns, and life and death shapes. So there's more than one way to do life and death problems. So the way that I'm doing it right now is to basically learn all the basic patterns of life and death and connection and all those basic patterns. That's the dream anyway. I'm almost 2 weeks in of doing this method. I think that's how I got my Tudon back, is doing this every day. So let's see, I'm at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I've done 900 problems this month. Oh, more than 900 because it did some bonus problems some days. Actually, today will put me at 1,000 because I have to do it after the stream before I go to bed. So I'll be at 1,000 problems this month.
And how long does that take you?
Because a lot of them are really easy. It only takes me like anywhere from 10 minutes to 20 to 25 minutes or so. It's very quick. So that's like I said, it's not meant to improve my reading. It's meant to improve my pattern recognition. It's basically like you getting on Lichess and doing every basic puzzle on Lichess.
Lichess.
And so you just have
Lichess.
What is it called?
Lichess.
Lichess.
You're not the first person who's called it Lichess.
I've never heard Lichess before. I hear Lichess some, but yeah, it's Lichess.
I mean, there's no E at the like Alpha English, right? I watch those leapfrog videos. It's lit.
No, you're really not the first person who's done that. Don't worry about it.
Anyway, on Lichess, it should be Lee, but whatever. I guess it's not English probably, so that's why. On
5,
Lichess,
4,
it's like
3,
you getting on
2.
and memorizing every basic pattern to the point where you can see it almost instantly on those puzzles or whatever that I'm doing. It's like getting on there and memorizing every single puzzle on there. It's kind of the same idea. So that way, if a checkmate pattern comes up or some flank comes up, your eyes will just hone in on it immediately.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of the training I'm doing right now.
Yeah, I gotcha. There's like elements of tactical training like that in chess as well.
Hello, Ternamja.
And they do it. I mean, the idea is to do it in like a spaced repetition way, so that you hardwire it into your long-term memory.
Yeah. I've definitely repeated some of the puzzles. Like you won't know this shape, but like the large pig's mouth and the small pig's mouth, which is life and death problems that arrive from the 3/3 invasion. I did those like 2 or 3 times each. Just to get those patterns drilled down. I've done some bent 4 in the corners. I've done those like twice already, and I'm going to do them more because I haven't gotten through the whole set yet. Because it gets really complicated, surprisingly. But I'm working my way through that, doing that over and over and over, so I can just see bent 4 every time. But that's why I get on the website. It's because it has all the different categories, and I just go to the different categories, do them over and over and over until I have them all down, or until I have the pattern just down.
Nice.
Oh, I'm sorry, Red New Zero. maybe do 100 Go problems a day. Maybe it'll help you rank back up. I was so a little bit of a fun story. I was talking to Yun Yong, who is a professional streamer. I don't know if you guys know her. And she was I don't know if she still is, but was one of the top 10 females in Korea. So she's insanely strong. And I was asking her about like what is the furthest I could go and stuff. Is it possible for me to become American Pro, blah blah blah. And she of course doesn't recommend it because there's no money to be an American Pro. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I know. But she was telling me that once you get to 7 Dan,
7 Dan amateur.
yeah, she thinks I can get to 7 Dan amateur if I can do from my level, which is 5 Dan on Fox Wei Chi, which is the Chinese Go server. She thinks I can get 2 ranks in the next year if I play and do 100 Go problems a day for a year. And then to get
That's
to 8
so
Dan,
many problems. Like,
oh yeah, I mean it's like high Dan level. There's a reason for it.
yeah.
But then to get to 7 Dan to 8 Dan, it's probably another year or 2 of more study and stuff, and like really mastering your opening, and every single move has to be fine-tuned. And then she told me one of the worst things I've ever heard. Getting from your level to 8 Dan is the amount of time I have to put in to get from 8 Dan to 9 Dan.
What?
Much practice to perfect your game, basically.
Hmm.
And then you have to beat all the other 9 Dans to go pro. Now, this may not be true for the Western 9 Dans, but basically, if I wanted to get to 9 Dan online on like the Asian servers, I would have to put in the amount of effort it would take for you guys to get to 8 Dan, which is like 3 ranks above me. So get to my level and then add on another like 4 years. That's how much time I would have to put in after I put in those 4 years to get to freaking 9 Dan. And I'm like, well, that just breaks my spirit, doesn't it?
So you'll be 9 Dan when we're like 4 or 5 Dan. Based off that timeline?
Based off that timeline, I'll probably be 9 Dan by the time you're 7 Dan.
Oh,
or 8 Dan.
okay, that's a little depressing.
Yeah.
It's really depressing. But with that argument, I would be approximately an Asia 9 Dan, which could arguably very easily become a Western Pro. So arguably that's Western Pro level. So I'm like, yeah, totally could do it if I have another, 10 years to dedicate to just studying this game. Mm-hmm. Which honestly, I probably do. Who am I kidding? But I have nothing better to do with my life.
10.
Oh, we gotta hydrate. Someone redeem hydrate.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 4 periods left.
I think the fastest you can get from the fastest you two could get to 1 Dan is 1 year. That's the fastest you could do it.
Thanks, Colin Barney, for the follow and for the host.
If you two wanted to get to 1 Dan, I don't know about OGS 1 Dan, but approximately OGS 1 Dan, give or take the server differences or whatever. I think you could do it in a year if you're talented, dedicated, and have no life. You can do it, especially with good guidance. Like, I could probably get you to 1 Dan if you were able to put in like 20 to 50 games a week.
That's so many games.
Yeah, that's so much.
But it's doable. It's realistic.
Posture check.
It's realistic. But realistically, I don't know, if you guys played like you're playing, you could get to 1 Dan. I think you could get to 1 Dan in a couple of years.
Single digit Q is the first hurdle.
Yeah.
No, your first hurdle is 15Q.
Yeah, I guess that's probably true too.
Because there's a barrier at 15Q, which is the smallest. It's no, there's also a barrier at 20Q, which you guys are breaking through that right now.
Yeah.
That's the smallest barrier. Then you get to 15Q. There's another barrier there, but hopefully you guys have the good enough foundation that you'll be able to break through that and hopefully skip over it. Then there's a barrier at 11 to 10Q, which breaks into the single digit Q. Then there's a barrier at 5Q, and the hardest barrier that I've seen amateurs face is at 2Q, 1Q to break into Dan ranks.
Yeah.
That's the one that is one of the hardest barriers to break for an amateur.
I mean, that should be like a very difficult. Yeah, I mean, that I feel like that's where you want like the most difficult hurdle to be, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that makes sense to me.
1 Dan OGS is probably 4 Dan on Fox. I think it's more realistic. I'm 5 Dan on Fox, and I'm able to work my way up to 2 Dan OGS. But it also depends on my opponent. The hardest part with OGS,
10,
unlike Fox, I can't just play even games. I have to play people like 2-3 ranks weaker than me
5,
with handicap,
4,
and 3 ranks stronger than me, which really messes up your win rate percentages. So that's one of the problems with OGS is there's just not enough opponents. That's why the Asian server is more consistent. If I really wanted to, I could probably get to 3 or 4 on OGS just by blitzing some handicap games, because my instincts are going to outperform single digit Q players easily in blitz. But the
10,
problem is, as long as they play good moves for their level, I'm going to lose.
Because of the
5,
handicap.
4,
Yeah, because the handicap is just too much. I can't just. It's a rated game, but I'm supposed to like wait on them to make a mistake. I hate that. I hate that feeling. I mean, it's just not what I want to play for a ranked game.
Right.
Like, I want to outperform them, and that's why I win the game. And that's why I prefer even games. That's why I play even games in tournament and the open division and everything else. That's what I train for. That's what I practice, and that's what I try to do.
So, like,
10.
for the non-open division, if it's like, okay, 10Q to 5Q or whatever, there's a handicap for each level, and you have to be in that range to compete in that division?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
And it'll be a handicap. They try to pair you up with your own rank first if there's enough people. Like a Go Congress, you're going to be playing your own rank almost always. So you don't have to worry about handicap unless you're like double digit Q. Because there's like 500 people. So there's plenty of people at Go Congress. But like the average tournament, you're going to probably maybe get 1 even game, 2 if you're lucky. And then the rest are going to be handicap. And honestly, if you guys went to compete to a tournament right now with your rank, I could spend a couple hours with you and teach you some handicap strategies that would make you beat 10 Qs. Like, I can make a 20 Q beat a 10 Q with 9 stones in a couple hours. If you know proper handicap strategy, it's so easy.
Oh, yeah.
Because if you have a 9 stone handicap, I'm like, just play this shape against these responses, and you're halfway there. Like, it's gonna be so easy as long as you like don't miss Ataris. It'll be easy.
I have a 9 stone handicap correspondence game right now, currently going against a 9 don.
Yeah, you're screwed.
I didn't. I saw you challenged him the other day. I didn't realize he accepted.
He accepted it. I think he accepts against everyone, probably.
That's funny. No, you are so dead.
Yeah.
Like, it'll take you a while before even I would lose to you at 9 stones. Because not only do you have to learn the life and death stuff, you also have to learn how to make territory in addition to the life and death stuff and deal with attack and defense. Then you can start beating me at 9 stones, but he's a 9 don, which is stronger than me, so you are so screwed.
Oh yeah, I know. I kind of did it for the lulz, plus my chat was pressuring me to do it.
But on 9 dons on OGS, I'd say it's more likely a bot than an actual 9 don. Because I don't trust OGS high dons.
I think someone in the chat was saying it was probably like a Japanese pro or something.
Now, if it's a pro, then yeah, for sure. They're, oh my gosh. Yeah, they could pull up 9 don. But the problem is, on OGS, I've seen more botters than not botters, unfortunately.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah. Botting is really plaguing the Go community lately. But we don't have any AIs that can detect AIs yet, so...
Yeah, there's a lot of cheaters in chess, too. It's annoying.
Ooh, another reason I like playing in person. So I have a funny story about someone who cheated against me before AIs and stuff. This is many years ago. We were playing in this sort of tournament or whatever, and we were over Skype. And then I was playing this kid. This kid was higher ranked than me, but I was actually doing really well against him. And this kid proceeded to go on to 7 don like several years later. Like, he's one of the top players in America, I think. But at the time, he was around my level, just a little bit stronger than me, and I was beating him. And I saw him, he kept going off like camera, and I didn't understand what he was doing. And I kind of heard some clacks. And then he played this invasion out of nowhere in overtime. and then completely read it perfectly. And I'm like, he was playing this out on a board. Mother Flower, he was playing this out on a
5,
board off camera.
4, 3,
And I was like,
2,
he totally cheated.
1.
Now, I ended up not reporting him just because I knew I was supposed to lose. And I was like, I didn't handle the invasion. I want to win because of my skill, not because of a technicality.
But I mean, if he cheated, that's not even technicality, right?
Yeah, but the final rounds are in person, and I knew he would perform better than me in person regardless. I was a little salty about it, but at the end of the day, I wasn't really caring about him. I was caring about me, and I never liked winning because of technicalities. I really just don't like it. So that I didn't do anything about it at the time. In hindsight, maybe I should have, but I mean, what are you gonna do? You report it like, okay, do you have evidence? Do you want to replay the game? Like, it's not even worth the effort. It's not like there's money on the line.
Yeah, it's not chess.
Yeah. So I was like, I care more about the experience than winning on a technicality anyway. It was very shameful, and I told a couple friends about it, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe you did that." But that's funny. But he ended up getting really strong, so it's not like it really negatively affected him because he plays in person all the time. It was just that one time he just did it, and I guess he just wanted a quick win. I don't know. Now you have to really worry about AIs though, and now I'm very, very salty if someone plays an AI against me, and I would totally report them. If I found out they're using AI, I'd be like, no, I want them out of this tournament. Yeah. This is like totally disrespectful, blah, blah, blah. No go courtesies.
I mean, it's just cheating.
Yeah, it's just straight up cheating at that point.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, there's just a lot of people that do that in chess too, and it's just terrible.
10.
I think at this point, I hate people botting more than I
5,
hate winning on a technicality.
4, 3.
Oh
2,
yeah, dude.
1.
I would, if I knew someone was cheating against me in a chess tournament, I would instantly call them out.
Yeah.
The problem is, accusing someone of cheating it's quite a big, it's quite the accusation. So you have to really be sure of it.
Thanks. Sorry, Pyro Pandian, I missed your follow. Thank you for the follow. Thank you, Von Sockthroat, for the follow also. And yeah, Shyman, I've thought about trying Shogi, but I think I'm gonna try to focus on Go as my secondary game for the time being.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't start another game.
10.
Well, Aakaash, you've gotten, you're pretty good at Crazy
5,
House, so you've kind of got a
4,
head start on Shogi,
3,
maybe.
2, 1.
Yeah, dude, but Crazy House, I need to work on my Crazy House. It's been...
What is Crazy House?
Crazy House it's chess where it's exactly the same as chess, except for when you capture a piece, you have that piece in hand. So if I'm playing white and I capture a black knight, I get a white knight in hand, and on my move I can place the knight on any square on the board.
Oh, so Shogi.
It's Shogi, yeah.
Shogi, but with our chess rules.
Right.
Yeah. But that's extremely imbalanced, I feel, compared to Shogi, which is much more balanced to the...
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, Crazy House, it's called Crazy House because it just gets insane. I mean, basically, whoever has the initiative is going to win.
For anyone interested in Shogi and anime and wants to get inspired for some Shogi, you can check out Shion no O. And that's a sort of a drama, I guess, half drama, I guess. It's a lot more dramatic than Hikaru no Go. But that's more of a drama based around the Shogi game, and it's an anime, so I found it enjoyable, but it got pretty dark at points. It was a little bit dark. I would say more like up the drama alley than Hikaru no Go's lightheartedness. Yeah, Shogi's a lot of fun, but when they place a piece right in the middle of yours, you're like, mother flower, where did that come? I suck at Shogi worse than I suck at chess, but I so enjoy Shogi much more. I mean, it's just so much more enjoyable to the random, being able to place a piece in your opponent's areas. I love it so much. I really liked Shogi, but I'm better at chess. I just understand it better. And I do enjoy chess. Go's my favorite game though. Nothing has made me feel more free than Go.
In a way, Go feels like the purest board game. Like, it's just the rules are so simple, and yet there's so much complexity that arises from it.
Yeah, there's a lot of elegance and everything. Like, Go's great. I love Go. Oh, there's a flower. That's my foot.
Looking at.
No, clawing it.
Oh.
Treating it like a cat toy. Go away, cat. No, I'm not playing with you. I'm grabbing you. Your claws hurt. They are little tiny knives that pierce my skin. Imagine if I did that to you.
Now, I'm just trying to figure out if this is alive or dead.
5,
Who the
4,
hell knows?
3,
I do.
2.
Peanut gallery.
Oh, well. Okay, this is dead.
I should torture you by making you watch my chess games.
Dude, yeah, we got to do a collab stream sometime. I'll go over some of your games.
If you guys want for a funny finisher, we can do like me versus both of you as a simul, just to see like how long you can last.
Dude, I might be dead.
Yeah.
After this game.
Oh no! You see, we got a blitz.
Oh my god.
That'd be comedic. How badly would we get wrecked?
10,
it would be a funny way to end the stream, right?
5, 4.
Funny for
3,
you, not funny for us.
2.
No, funny for the
1.
chat.
Oh.
Gotta do it for the stream, man.
Interesting.
Has that cut just been chilling there?
I don't think so. I always thought that if I played H7, you'd just play G7.
Maybe I also thought that at one point, and then just got scared when he played in the area.
At some point, maybe next week or something. I do think you guys should get a teaching game, just so you can see like how high level moves work, like how the flow of it works. I think having a little bit of exposure to high level play might be beneficial. I don't know. That's my feeling anyway. But we got to do it on stream so everyone can watch.
Yeah.
gotta play Bully Go with you guys.
I will gladly get bullied on stream.
Today's my last stream day though. And this weekend I get to practice some chess, I guess.
Nice.
But it's also I don't know if I'm gonna have a lot of time though for chess because I have 2 Father's Days to go to. And then tomorrow is an Olive Garden date with my wife. So if I get time, I'll play though.
Ten,
I feel like this is one of those shapes
5,
that we could probably...
3.
That's probably
2,
in textbooks or
1.
something. I don't know what's going on in it though.
Ten,
No kibitzing, guys. Don't you read chat?
I'm not looking at the chat.
Oh, Are they just completely trashing our go?
No, they're trying to give hints to good moves.
Yeah, I saw a comment a few minutes ago that was like, I'm screaming at my computer like on some of these moves. I was like, okay, I think that's my cue to not read the chat anymore.
Yeah.
That means there's probably something worth screaming over.
Yes.
I I've seen at least 3 things that I want to scream about in the last like 50 or so moves.
Hmm.
Whew. Scary stuff.
Da-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na.
I mean, I feel like I just have to go for it right now. But who knows?
Hello, the new one.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 3 periods
Let's
left.
see. This is getting very exciting.
Honestly, I've just assumed that this thing has been alive for a long time now, but now I feel like I have to take some steps to make it for sure alive.
Hmm.
Ten. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Thanks, Sadakatsu, for the host. I felt like maybe I could have been more aggressive. Like maybe I could have just taken there, but this way I'm like 100% sure it's alive.
Yeah.
So
Whatever I did, I mean, I don't know if it could have been dead, but it's definitely alive now.
10,
Whew, okay.
5, 4,
Hmm. Why did I do that? I forgot.
ten, 5, 4,
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, okay.
10,
Hmm.
Man, it got tense all of a sudden.
Yeah. Okay. It's unfortunate. Huh.
I hope that works. I see my chat scrolling in the corner of my eye, so something exciting must have happened.
Oh man.
Oh God. Jesus.
For those in Seal Smith's chat, I did show it earlier. For those watching the multi-stream, I showed all the variations earlier.
Oh man. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh God, I think I messed this up.
Wow. I guess I know how you feel about that group.
What are you talking about? I have no idea what you were saying.
Okay.
Can I give a small hint here?
Yes.
All right, I'll give it after.
5,
Okay.
4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, I don't really know.
Okay, so Aakaash, do you kind of have an idea about who's winning?
Yes.
So can you tell that White's up by quite a bit?
Well, I can see that this L19 structure is just dead.
Mm-hmm. But can you like compare like the shapes of all the territory? Just draw like circles, and can you see that White has a lot of points?
Yeah.
So in this case, I think before resigning, I like to try to do an all or nothing move. So I think you need an all or nothing sort of plan.
Oh man, I wish
And
you
then
hadn't
if it
told him
doesn't,
that.
and then if it doesn't work, then you should. Then I think it's good to resign.
Okay.
Oh man.
I will I'll try. I'll try.
All right, now I feel like I just have to defend against potential all or nothing moves.
5.
Yeah, because this is
4,
like this is
3,
something you can only do against
2,
humans. It's something you don't
1.
learn with AI. Is you really before resigning, you need to find an all or nothing move, and only if it's resign worthy though. Your all or nothing move is not on that group. Please don't play on it again.
Oh, I'm not going to.
Okay. I mean, I'm more of doing it because this is an important concept for them to learn before I end the stream. It's the last sort of thing that I think you should learn is the all or nothing idea and the timing of it. Even if it might affect the outcome, I thought it was more important to teach this idea.
Yeah, no, that's totally fine.
I wonder if I could come up with an all or nothing move on this board. I couldn't against a Dawn. I think it's too late for it to do an all or nothing against a Dawn player.
But it gets a Potzer like me.
Yeah, what would be the best way to confuse CL here? What are your ideas in chat, Sky? Or what are your ideas in chat? Ideas in chat. The plural's in there somewhere in that sentence. I have a couple ideas on how I'd confuse you.
So now, yeah, just need to parry everything, right?
Yeah. This is kind of an exercise for chat. Is what would you guys do to confuse CL here? Try and make an all or nothing comeback.
Huh.
10. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Oh, okay. That didn't work. That was not the all or nothing. I mean, it's probably just game over. Let's see if I can find one more thing. I'm making him sigh, so that's better than
I'm
nothing.
just stressed that I'm gonna miss something.
I mean, that's the hope, right?
Yeah.
Black.
Four,
Black's only hope is that you miss something here.
2, 1.
2 periods left.
It's a fun exercise, though, trying to find the moves that will bamboozle Lobies the best.
10.
Yeah, someone
I
said
don't know. I
closing.
think I should do this, but I don't know.
Someone said closing a winning game is also an important skill to learn.
God, I'm so bad at that in chess. Like, it's unbelievable how bad I am at that in chess.
Yeah, but you got to do it. You know how many times I've probably given up? Oh, you know how many times I have given up a winning position in chess because the freaking checkmates are the end. Like I'm like, oh, I'm up, but I lose. I'm up by like 2 rooks, and all he has is a queen, and then we trade all of them somehow.
5, 4,
And then it ends up being
3.
like something like a tie, or maybe I barely checkmate, or he checkmate me. Stupid crap, man. I feel like end game for a beginner, the points don't matter.
Yeah, that's why I say you shouldn't resign as long as you've got some firepower still on the board. God, there's so many stones in Atari, I don't know which one to take.
Ten,
I think I want to take this one, but it's like...
5, 4, 3.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just gonna resign. I don't really see
Alright.
anything to play for here.
Very, very, very last effort is the chat has suggested Q3, and this will be CL's win from this point.
Okay.
CL's already won, but for funsies, let's see if you can make the chat smooth work.
Q3. What's the idea?
I guess I should give hints on how this
10.
tries to work. The goal, so you've been trying to capture something.
5,
The goal is actually to
4,
treat this as an
3.
invasion,
2, 1.
Okay.
and so you're trying to
Last
live,
period.
not just kill.
Okay.
So you don't have to kill for an all or nothing. Sometimes living inside of their giant territory is enough.
Okay.
So he might get them on time.
Yeah.
Don't time out, and make sure you play by like 5 seconds because OGS sometimes lags. So don't go past 5 seconds if you can.
People have said that to me, and I've yet to really have it happen, but I believe that it happens.
It happens to me because
Yeah.
I have the habit of going to 1 second and then it's like reconnecting. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna lose the game.
Bioyomi is a lot of fun though.
I did that to Semyon when I was playing him in a blitz, and it was like reconnecting, and I was like, oh no, it's a blitz game. I can't afford to lose.
Oh, maybe I thought this worked, but maybe it doesn't. Dang it.
It's so exciting.
Dang it.
10,
It's like
Fly, little bird.
it's been so long since I've watched a Go game, and I'm like, I have no idea what's gonna happen.
I think I can corral this thing. I think I got it. Famous last words.
It's like watching like a movie, a kid's movie.
We're just the children playing this game.
Yeah, it's like watching like Beyblades or Yu-Gi-Oh or something duel it out, and I'm like, I don't know what's gonna happen because neither one's the protagonist, right? So these are just 2 side characters duking it out, and you're not sure who's gonna win. It's real life. No one's the protagonist.
Man.
Sorry.
Okay,
Maybe
I think this
empty
is okay.
triangle,
I
but
think this is
it's
okay. You can have one eye. I think I'm cool with you having one eye.
Just one?
Just one.
I'll be a Cyclops.
Yeah, if I was a protagonist, I'd already be pro, and I would have money.
5, 4.
None of us
3,
are the
2.
heroes of the
Oh my God.
story.
Yeah, we're all too poor to be the hero of the story. Unless it's the start of the story, right?
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. That
Maybe if it's the start of the story, our story just starting, right?
Yeah.
Of course, what protagonist do you know starts at 30 years old? Not in the animes I've watched.
Hey, I'm 26. I still got time.
You get like a year or two left.
Yeah.
Actually, no. Have you seen Gate?
10,
No.
If you like some fantasy crap
5.
and basically if you like fantasy crap, basically it's about this fantasy world that created a portal into the modern Japanese society, and they actually send their military into the fantasy world and kind of like negotiate with them with their overpowered military. It's a interesting concept.
Please
And they're
just
like-
die.
And it's basically like what would happen if like the old society with like swords and spears came into contact with our modern military, how would they react, kind of idea.
You'd get wrecked.
Oh yeah, they totally get wrecked, but it's so much fun to watch. And it's like, oh, you think you're winning, how cute, look at this helicopter coming at you. They're like, what kind of dragon is that? I'm like, oh no, you
What
have
kind
no
of
idea.
dragon is that? Is that the helicopter is a dragon?
Yeah, and then the freaking the Japanese like special defense force or whatever came in with their like Apache helicopters and whatnot, blaring like sound like they had like loudspeakers and they were blaring like the war music to them. They're like, what on earth is happening? Scaring the crap out of them.
I'm glad you guys are having such a fun time talking about this while I'm like stressing out over how to kill this thing off.
I mean, you haven't made like any major mistakes so far, so
Okay, that's good.
and that makes it feel better.
I'm probably about to resign right now. I don't think this is. I'm just dead. in
Like
the
I know that
water.
he's
Ride
just
of the
making.
Valkyries, that's what they played.
I know
Oh,
that he's
that's a
just
great
making
song.
like every cut possible to try to stir up confusion, but it just
Play one more move.
it's annoying that I guess I can just go
play
here.
precise.
Focus. This is the moment of truth. This is the moment I've been waiting for.
Damn. I think it's got to be here.
Someone in the chat said black is winning here.
It's got to be here, right?
That's what I thought. That's game over, I think.
I was gonna play R1 confidently until Colossi said this is the moment of truth. And I'm like, shit. Okay, I think
I'm pretty sure R1 was good.
Yeah, R1 was the vital point. I didn't know if you'd see it or not.
okay, cool.
You have to recognize that it's a capturing
You
race,
have won.
Yeah.
and I didn't
Good
know
game.
if you would recognize
Good
that
game.
or not. Yeah, that was loads of fun.
Yeah, I thought I was losing for like most of the first half of the game, and I guess the AI thinks I was too. But I think again it was like the same thing where I just managed to like walk in and bust up all his points. And I mean I got the key cut in 15
Yeah,
when it counted.
that was a lot of fun. Yeah, I didn't know if you would actually see the vital point or not. And I was
Review
like,
started.
this is going to be so exciting. Either he'll make it and he'll win, or he'll just let everything live and then Black comes back with the
Yeah.
vengeance.
Yeah, because I was
Yeah.
worried like if he ever like sort of got out in the bottom right here, like then he's got all these stones that are just like sitting in limbo,
Yeah.
like C3, D3, E4, F4, like all those. They're just a moment away from death, but like maybe they're still gonna somehow trip me up if he can work over that way.
If you did something like this where you're just trying to surround him and don't realize that you lose the capturing race, he comes back to life and there goes
Yeah.
30 points of territory.
Mhm.
Which is why you tried the all or nothing move, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I think he played really well. Yeah, I mean everything works. You can just go here, you can go here. everything kind of works. Don't go
Thanks.
to the edge for eyes. Try to block these. Try to threaten these second line cuts. Thank you, Dynamite or Dynamic, for the follow. This is kind of the variation I was hoping for, and maybe White would let you live somehow. Or maybe you do something like this, and then maybe something like this. I think you could make this work if you could find these. White has to do something like crazy like this. Right? I mean, it makes it harder for White to figure out how to kill you. That's why everyone was looking at Q3, because the life and death is more complicated here than on the left.
Okay.
So the tricks are forcing moves, and remember, you want to expand the eye space. Don't go straight down. Expand the eye space before making the vital points. Yeah, nice game. And
do you think there was there any moment, Colossi, when maybe I should have just dropped a stone in the lower right just to help prevent against something like that? Because like I had a big lead towards the end of the game. No? Okay.
Technically speaking, your thickness right here is so strong.
Mm-hmm.
You should be able to handle anything down here, but that's assuming you play correctly.
Right.
But you can't just waste a move assuming you're not going to play correctly. So you can't really do it. You just have to learn how to deal with it, which is kind of the whole purpose of I told you to do it. Is it's a learning experience, and you're probably going to lose some games to stuff like that, but you'll only learn by dealing with it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yeah, at this point, it's pretty interesting, right? Black tried to walk in, but here you kind of like lose track of the main point. I thought Black
was like winning because I thought Black was going to get like all the top right. Hey, Tsuji, thank you so much for the 1, 2, 3, 4 bits.
Aakaash CL.
Oh no. No. That is 1,000. Oh, I got you. 1,200.
Sorry, I said it the lazy way. 1,234 bits. Thank you so much, Tsuji. Appreciate it.
No. You got more than 100 bits.
Yeah.
Acknowledge his efforts. So I would like walk in here and then build your influence is kind of the way it's supposed to play.
Oh, that's nice with the 0605 Q6 Q5. Never seen that before. Actually,
hey, and 25 people got emotes from Tsuji's cheer. Nice.
That's awesome. I think I played B6 because I was running low on time from the Byoyomi and I just made something quick. I know I didn't like that move.
Yeah, it kind of cost you a lot of points. And it cost you pushing in White's area. So now you don't have a chance to get into White's area anymore. So now you have to build yours like very big. And try not to touch on the head like this. You normally play one space away. Okay. Caps are better. Because this has bad liberties. Create some forcing moves for White.
Okay.
White came in. Here you also lost track of the point again. You have to get this area since White got this area.
Yeah.
And if you can, I think you're actually up. Maybe. It's really hard to tell. It's a lot better. But as soon as White gets his and then destroyed yours, like if White walks in right now, White should have this game. Yeah, at this point it's kind of done.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't feel bad here because I thought that I didn't think that this white structure is going to survive at the top.
It's pretty alive.
I ignored several moves up there because I thought I just had like so much eye space. I was like, I'll figure out where to make the eyes when he starts pushing me.
I probably could have killed you.
Yeah.
But I'm more concerned with the fact that Black actually lost track of these 3 stones. That was a huge blunder. That was a game-losing blunder.
I didn't even realize, like, by the time I got out to here, I was like, oh, you know what? I probably can cut off those stones. But it didn't occur to me for a while. I was just trying to walk into the corner and destroy the points. But
yeah, it's pretty far. That's a 4-space jump, and White's really close. So it's pretty dangerous.
Yeah, it feels like I was just playing slowly.
However, with that being said, there's an interesting moment in White's shape if you get this Atari. If White connects, you go here, and he has to make the second eye, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when you play this one, you can connect under. That's only because of the one, though. So, like, if you play it before that, under, that's a second eye.
Oh wow.
So you have to fix that Atari. Like, it's not your level by any means, but it was an interesting sequence. But the catch to that is, as you guys saw later in the game, Black has a cut.
Yeah.
So you kind of have to fix the cut, but when you fix the cut, you lose the corner.
Yeah.
However, if White's dead,
Yeah.
then you can deal with that.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're back in the game. This is kind of like your last hope, but I don't think that you can see that.
No.
Not yet. Maybe in a few more weeks. But you played here and you kind of crushed my hopes and dreams. And like, oh, there goes that.
Yeah, I played there. Again, maybe this is a stupid move. It is a stupid idea. I just played there because I wanted to play J15.
It's not a stupid move. It's definitely worth a couple points. And it's Sente for a couple points. But the bigger problem is you're not seeing that those 3 stones are dying.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Omelet.
you get rated.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Omelet, for rating with a party of 18. Welcome, everybody.
Nice.
We just finished up a best of 3 match between myself and Aakaash. Thank you, Akume, for following.
Yeah.
So now we're getting Classy's review of this final game 3.
This is kind of the best way to handle the cut. Remember how I said at the higher levels, threaten to cut?
And thanks for following, Omelet.
You threaten to cut and jump in.
Yeah.
So
No, you didn't, Sentry Hawk. Don't lie to me.
yeah, you can kill those stones. But that's what the chat was screaming about. But yeah, this was a very, very nice catch by White. And a big blunder by Black. Losing these 3 stones, it's like 25 points. This is what cost you. This is what sealed the deal for White. Yeah, you were losing, but it wasn't game over until this. Until you lost these stones for nothing. Now you need an all or nothing move. All or nothing moves. I don't see any group to attack on this board. You did try to attack the top, which is nice. So maybe all or nothing. I try to kill that top, or I'm going to destroy these points at the bottom somewhere. Because that's the only way you can win. Or you save this somehow, but that one seems very unlikely. So that's why I said go ahead and try an all or nothing move. This is a very nice effort. Maybe here, start here, and then Hane. And then maybe he'll mess up and let you have that. But if he goes here, I mean, technically it's alive as it stands, so he has to mess up. But this starting here, I think, leads to the most mistakes. Because if he does something else, then maybe he dies. So I think starting there leads to the most. But this is a nice little try. And yeah, White can... Oh, no. Just take me at the eye. Just make the eye. Yeah, here, White can just take.
Yeah.
Because you already have the eye right here, and that's another eye.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need an all or nothing. There's no all or nothing on the right. This is another very nice catch by White, and I think it became more obvious when you got the tiger's mouth. You started noticing, hey, that's not connected. So
yeah, I mean, like, I had seen that cut like many moves ago, but I just thought, okay, it doesn't work. But then now I realize, like, okay, I've got the N17 stone and the P15 stone. I'm going to be able to connect to one of them, and then Black's going to be in trouble. Indo Queen, I haven't left chess. I'm just playing Go too.
Me too, Indo Queen. I'm
I mean, here. Sorry, I found something I can beat Aakaash in, so I've got to play it.
Well, did you make this a weekly best of 3 or something?
A weekly best of 3.
I just got
that would be interesting.
And I do love Go. Knight is correct about that. Yeah, nice Indo Queen. This was a best of 3 match between me and Aakaash.
Right. So very nice game. I think you guys improved a lot just in the span of the stream. So I think it's really good. I'll be interested to see how you guys apply the stuff you learned today against other people. And I think for the future, since you both play rated games during the week, right?
Yeah.
I've been kind of holding off on playing the 19x19s because I really wanted my first 19x19 win to be on stream. So now I'm definitely going to be playing more. Yeah. I'll probably just play 19x19 exclusively.
I think for your next matchups on stream or off stream or whatever, go ahead and do the automatic handicap and then just make it a rivalry to see if Aakaash can catch up faster than you can get ahead or something.
Well, we are racing to single digit Q, although there's a long way to go in that race.
Yeah, if you guys are playing ranked games, then I think automated handicap will be interesting for the future. And if we do this again, then I can show you guys how to play with and against handicap and help you guys figure that out. But I can also, for you guys, if you don't forget, if you see me streaming, feel free to ask for game reviews and stuff too.
Yeah, well, I mean, I really appreciate that. I mean, I felt like I learned a lot in games 1 and 2, and like it felt like I improved from game to game. So I mean, I really appreciate you taking the time to help out and review because it was immensely helpful.
Oh yeah, learned so much.
Very exciting stream.